Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Hobo here today, and 1 week down in the NFL, and quite a few more to go. I don't like to do math, so I'm not going to try to. The NFL season kicked off in spectacular fashion with the closest games at the finish of all time. Week 1, I think there was like 5 or 6 1-point games. There was Broncos, Panthers, there was Jets, Bengals, Saints, Raiders, the Cowboys and the Giants. Those were all 1-point games, and then the Cardinals and the Patriots was a 2-point game. Some really close, some really great football played here week 1. And that is how I like my NFL. And how do I like my week 2 in the NFL? Well, it's going to start tomorrow with the Jets and the Bills. That was a really terrible segue, but we got to get these predictions done. I held it off for too long now. Jets at Bills. Jets, they lost that close one against the Bengals. The Bills, they lost by a wide margin, really, to the Ravens, a team which they should have walked into Baltimore and destroyed, realistically. I know Sammy Watkins has some uncomfort in his leg area, and Tyrod Taylor may have been on the cracks before walking on the field, which could lead to his 5 goddamn points in fantasy this week when he was projected 22. I would have won my game if Tyrod Taylor wasn't an idiot. Okay, calm down. Emotions aside, the Bills are going to lose to the Jets, and I need to get off this topic before I get off on a fantasy tangent talking about how Tyrod Taylor screwed my fantasy team over this week. Okay? It makes me angry. I don't like it. At least one of my fantasy teams, I got 3. He screwed one over, I know that. You know who else screwed over my other fantasy team? Todd Gurley. And we'll get to him later. The 49ers and the Panthers, this is not a game you need to discuss. The 49ers beat the Rams by 28 points, but do you really think they're going to go out and beat the Panthers by 28 points? Do you think they're even going to score a touchdown in that game? You're drunk. The Panthers beat the 49ers, and it's going to be a whitewashing. Not very pretty, as I like to call it. Cowboys at Redskins. Everything's bigger in Texas. Luckily, they're in our nation's capital. Did I even care about this game? No. Actually, I do. I want the Cowboys to lose, and I want the Redskins to lose. Can they just tie? Alright, my prediction is Cowboys and Redskins will tie. No, I'm kidding. My prediction is the Cowboys will defeat the Washington Redskins. And it will be a very close game. Very close game. Thank you, Dak Prescott. Very close game, man. The Bengals at the Steelers. What a game this is going to be. I'm so excited. Bengals Steelers, you kidding me? It's so tough to call this game, but I got to go with my ginger-haired best friend, Andy Dalton. They just look like a more complete team. They don't have all the suspensions and injuries and whatnot. And they just look like a team that's going to walk out there in week 2 and do their thing and play their brand of football. It's not going to be very pretty. It's going to be an ugly-looking game, but they're going to get that W in the end, and that's all that matters, really, when you think about it. Next, we got the New Orleans Saints versus my baby New York Giants, who picked up a W in week 1. Yeah! So the Giants, with a revamped defense, they held off the Cowboys late in that game last week, and the Saints, however, they could not do the same for the Raiders. And we all know last year the Giants and the Saints put up, what was it, the 4th highest points ever scored in a game, which is absolutely bonkers in this kind of NFL. Actually, no, it's a passing league now, so it makes sense that you score 105 points a game combined. But that will not be the case this time around. The Giants defense will shut Drew Brees down. I don't care if you're Drew Brees. I don't care if you're Trevor Siemian. I don't care if you're Tim Tebow. This Giants defense is shutting you down. Whether through hell or high water, Olivier Vernon is going to murder small children on Sunday. And that's a good thing. Yes, the Giants will beat the Saints. And I do not predict it to be close, but I also do not predict it to be a very wide margin either at the end. So maybe around that 3-point to 7-point range, or even that 10-point range to 13-point range. Yeah, there you go. Dolphins at Patriots. You know, I'm not going to hop on a Jimmy G bandwagon. He played a good game week 1, but if he plays like that every week, teams are going to start picking up real quick what Jimmy G wants to do, and they're going to be able to counter it. But the Dolphins, they just played so bad against the Seahawks. They had a chance to win. They had an injured Russell Wilson on the field, and they had, a prime opportunity to get the Seahawks off the field. That's all you got to do. You got to force a punt or a field goal or something, but Pete Carroll in a position where he has to rely on his defense to win this game, and they couldn't do any of that, and they ended up losing by 2 because Russell Wilson is a straight gangster, and he won that game on a last-second touchdown on a bad ankle. We love you, Russ. We love you. So, this is my second time filming this prediction video. First time I went with the Dolphins. This time I got to go with the Patriots. After thinking about it a little bit, Patriots are the only team that makes sense to win this game here. And I think that I have good reasoning for it. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. Chiefs at Texans. It's a pretty obvious game to me. The way that both teams played last week. How much I like each team. No, I'm kidding. How each team performed in their matchup last year in the playoffs really, to me, provides a big, what's that called? Like a viewing point, like where I can look at that and then look at these teams now and just compare. The Chiefs, largest comeback in team history against the San Diego Chokers, and the Texans. God rest their souls. They defeated the Chicago Bears, which is obviously the toughest team in the NFL to beat. The Bears have that top-ranked defense, and they got 2 of the best corners in the NFL, and their linebacking. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, the Bears are terrible. But the Texans will not be able to muster offense against the Chiefs. You pay Brock Osweiler all that money, but you pay him to win, and that's not what he's going to do here in Week 2 against the Chiefs. Titans, Lions. Lions, they looked very, very good against the Colts, which everybody's on their knees for because of Andrew Luck's neckbeard. And I don't get why. The Colts are nothing spectacular. I mean, they're not the 85 Bears, or they're not the Troy Aikman Cowboys. They're nothing. They really, when I look at my playoff picture in my head, the Colts come nowhere near to the wild card. Nowhere near. They could finish 8-8, but hell, they're not making the playoffs. Hell no. Hell no. They're not making the playoffs. Not in that division. Anyway, and I know everybody's probably angry at me. Oh my God, how could you hate Andrew Luck? Well, because he has a neckbeard. There you go. He's a stupid idiot jackass. But the Titans, I'm loving Marcus Mariota. I'm loving DeMarco Murray. I'm loving their wide receivers who I can't name because I'm very, very tired. But I have to go with Matthew Stafford because he's just a... Matthew Stafford can... He's shown his flashes of greatness. And I believe that he will continue his greatness flash this week against the Titans. Browns, Ravens. What a terrible game this is going to be. I'm just going to get this out of the way. It's going to be the Ravens winning this thing. That's really all I got to say. And then the Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. The way the Rams played against the 49ers and then the way the Seahawks played against the Dolphins with an injured starting quarterback tells me a lot about what's going to happen in this game. And I believe that the Seahawks will spoil the Rams' return to LA in glorious fashion. And the Seahawks will defeat the Los Angeles Rams. The Buccaneers and the Cardinals. Upset alert. Upset alert. Upset alert. You hear me, guy? Upset alert. The Buccaneers are beating the Cardinals. I'm not giving you an explanation either because I don't want to. I'm tired. Fight me. Jaguars, Chargers is going to be a good game. Without Keenan Allen, I don't know what the hell the San Diego Chargers are. Who do you throw it to? Does Phillip Rivers just throw the ball in the air and run and catch it himself? That's pretty much all he's got right now. He's got that cool-looking running back, Melvin Gordon, who is not going to run against Malik Jackson. Malik Jackson, you say? Yes, indeed. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to give the San Diego Chargers a stiff punch right in the mouth, reminding them that if you cannot beat... Who do they face? Let me look here. I forget. If you cannot beat the Chiefs while holding a 21-point lead at halftime, then you're not going to beat us. Mother trucker. Jaguars over Chargers. Falcons at Raiders. This is a good game. This is going to be a good game. But we know more about the Raiders and we know what they're about. We don't know what in the hell the Falcons defense claims to be. They look like a PB football team out there. But I will go with the Raiders for the sole fact that the defense for the Falcons can be carved up quite easily by Derek or David Carr for that matter. Even though we've only got Derek right now. You get my point. Colts Broncos. In my last recording of this video, I really went off on a tangent about how the Colts are terrible. And that's all you got to know. The Broncos are going to beat the Colts. Trevor Siemian and C.J. Anderson are just too nice. I know. I'm on the bandwagon. Just kidding. I started the Trevor Siemian, C.J. Anderson bandwagon. You feel me, brah? So if you ever want to look back at a starting point for the Broncos train, it started right here, September 13th, 2016, 11:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can pinpoint this. You can mark it on your calendar. You can put it in your little fancy Twitter machine, and you can put it on your goddamn smartwatch. You can put it on your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One or your Wii U. I don't know why you would have one of those, but if you do, good for you. This is a moment in time that will be forever remembered as the Broncos solidifying their claim of greatness. The Green Bay Packers against the Minnesota Vikings. Let's just take the Kings part out of the Vikings name, and then you've really got what they are. The Vics? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Or the V's? Yes, the V's. The Vikings. They're not gonna beat my boy Aaron Rodgers. Why, you may be asking? Well, you may be asking self. Why does this stupid idiot hobo think that the Packers are going to beat the Vikings, who have a good defense? They have Harrison Smith, and they have no one at quarterback. My response to you is, first, don't ever question me again, because I will spank you with a ruler. And secondly, because of Aaron Rodgers. No person in the history of my life has ever completed 3 Hail Mary passes in one season and 2 in one game. That was Aaron Rodgers. If he needs to, he'll just chuck it up to Richard Rodgers, and Richard Rodgers will go down and get her. Jared Cook, whoever's their tight end, I don't care. Stupid idiot jackasses. Packers are beating the Vikings, and I have no clue what happened with my voice. I think it's because I try to record 2 20-minute videos, and my voice is trying to die. And I still have another SmackDown Live review that I need to do later, which is going to kill me. The Eagles at the Bears. There you go. The Eagles are going to beat the Bears, and it's not going to be very pretty because the Bears are very poopy, and the Eagles have the Carson guy. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's week 2. Fight me. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed. Listen, if you guys disagree with me on any of my predictions, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll give you more detailed, in-depth, analysis of why I think these teams are going to win. Because I like to joke around in these videos, but everything that I say, in terms of who's going to win, I do honestly believe in my heart of hearts. So if you wish to intellectually challenge me, please make sure to do that in the comment section below, and I will bite your nose off. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed. That's going to do it for me, your boy Hobo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.